We're about to dive into the world of the 10 most powerful dragons ever known. These kings of beasts are revealed in no particular order, and trust me, you won't want to miss a single one. So buckle up, because we're starting right now. From the mysterious depths of Norse mythology comes Nidhogg, a dragon shrouded in legend and feared for its terrifying power. Nidhogg, whose name translates to malice striker or curse striker, is a creature that defies imagination, captivating the minds of those who dare to delve into its story. This monstrous dragon is not just a simple beast, it is a symbol of chaos, destruction, and the relentless cycle of life and death that governs the world of Norse gods and mortals alike. Nidhogg resides in Niflheim, the realm of ice, mist, and darkness, which stands in stark contrast to the fiery realm of Muspelheim. Between these two realms lies Yggdrasil, the World Tree, a colossal ash tree that connects all of existence. Yggdrasil is central to the cosmos in Norse mythology, and it is here that our story unfolds. The dragon has made its home at the roots of Yggdrasil, gnawing tirelessly at the tree's foundation. But Nidhogg's presence is more than just a physical threat to the World Tree. It is a force of entropy and decay, challenging the very order of the universe. The roots of Yggdrasil stretch far and wide, diving deep into the various realms that make up the Norse cosmos. Nidhogg is not the only creature that dwells in this sacred place. Eagles perch on its branches, and a squirrel named Ratatoska scurries up and down the trunk, carrying messages between Nidhogg and the eagle that resides at the top of Yggdrasil. This constant communication and the resulting animosity between the creatures symbolize the eternal struggle between forces of creation and destruction. As Nidhogg gnaws at the roots of Yggdrasil, it does so in the company of countless serpents and dragons, all intent on bringing about decay. These creatures represent the darker aspects of the world, feeding on the corpses of the dead and spreading malice and corruption. Nidhogg, in particular, is said to consume the bodies of the most wicked of mortals, feasting on their souls to sustain its dreadful existence. Despite its fearsome nature, Nidhogg plays a crucial role in the balance of the Norse cosmos. The dragon's relentless attack on Yggdrasil ensures that the World Tree is in a constant state of renewal. Just as Nidhogg chews away at its roots, the gods, in turn, work to preserve and protect Yggdrasil, ensuring the cycle of life, death, and rebirth continues unabated. In this way, Nidhogg is a necessary force of nature, embodying the destructive power that, paradoxically, ensures the ongoing stability of the cosmos. The dragon's influence extends even to the realm of the dead. In Hell, the underworld ruled by the goddess of the same name, Nidhogg plays a role in the punishment of the wicked. The dragon is said to torment the souls of murderers, oath-breakers, and adulterers, ensuring they receive their just punishment in the afterlife. Nidhogg's presence is also felt during Ragnarok, the end of the world in Norse mythology. During this cataclysmic event, the dragon is said to finally break free from its constraints, joining the forces of chaos in the ultimate battle against the gods. Nidhogg's role in Ragnarok serves as a reminder of the dragon's power and the inevitable nature of destruction and rebirth. The legend of Nidhogg is a captivating tale that intertwines themes of power, chaos, and the cyclical nature of existence. The dragon's relentless assault on Yggdrasil, coupled with its role in the punishment of the wicked and its participation in Ragnarok, paints a picture of a creature that is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. Nidhogg is a symbol of the dark, destructive forces that are an integral part of the world, serving as a reminder that even in destruction, there is a purpose and a balance to be maintained. So, the next time you find yourself lost in the tales of Norse gods and monsters, remember Nidhogg, the malice striker, and the complex role it plays in the grand tapestry of mythology. Deathwing, originally known as Neltharion, is a name that resonates with power and fear across the vast expanse of the Warcraft universe. His story is one of tragedy, corruption, and immense destruction, leaving a lasting impact on the world of Azeroth and all its inhabitants. From his early days as the Earth Warder to his terrifying transformation into Deathwing, his tale is a riveting journey through power, madness, and the relentless pursuit of control. In the beginning, Neltharion was created by the Titans, along with 4 other dragon aspects, each bestowed with specific powers and responsibilities to maintain the balance and safeguard the world of Azeroth. Neltharion was given dominion over the earth and the deep places of the world. He was strong, wise, and kind, deeply respected by his peers and the other creatures of Azeroth. However, the tranquility of his existence was not to last. The malevolent old gods, ancient and powerful beings imprisoned deep within Azeroth, sought to manipulate and corrupt the dragon aspects. Neltharion, despite his strength, was not immune to their influence. The old gods preyed on his fears and insecurities, whispering dark thoughts and planting seeds of mistrust towards his fellow aspects. The corruption took its toll, and Neltharion's mind and body began to warp and twist. He became obsessed with the idea of attaining absolute power and control over Azeroth, believing that only through such means could true peace be achieved. This descent into madness culminated in the creation of the Dragon Soul, later known as the Demon Soul, a powerful artifact imbued with a portion of each dragon aspect's power. With the Dragon Soul in his possession, Neltharion revealed his true intentions during the War of the Ancients, turning on his fellow aspects and allies. The devastation he wrought was unparalleled, reshaping landscapes and decimating entire civilizations. From that moment on, Neltharion was no more. In his place stood Deathwing, the Destroyer, a being of pure rage and destruction. Deathwing's reign of terror continued for ages, with his once noble intentions now twisted into a malevolent desire for destruction and chaos. His very presence caused the earth to shatter and burn, and he took sadistic pleasure in the suffering he caused. The other dragon aspects, realizing the depth of his corruption, sought to stop him, leading to catastrophic battles that further scarred the land. As the years went by, Deathwing's moments of lucidity grew fewer and farther between. His body, ravaged by the corrupting influence of the old gods and the immense power of the Dragon Soul, began to crack and break apart. To hold himself together, he had adamantium plates bolted to his scales, giving him a terrifying and monstrous appearance. Deathwing's lust for power and disregard for life made him a central figure in many of Azeroth's most dire moments, including the Cataclysm, where his return brought about widespread destruction and upheaval. His madness had consumed him entirely, and he saw himself as a god with the right to reshape the world as he saw fit. The story of Deathwing is a chilling tale of power corrupted and a descent into madness. His legacy is one of pain, suffering, and the relentless pursuit of power at any cost. Despite his tragic end, the memory of Deathwing lingers on, serving as a stark reminder of the thin line between protector and destroyer and the destructive power of unchecked ambition. In the dazzling and fantastical world of Dragon Ball, the majestic dragon Shenron takes center stage as a figure of immense power and mystery, capturing the imagination of all who encounter him. Created by the brilliant and ancient Namekian, Kami, Shenron is no ordinary dragon. He possesses the extraordinary ability to grant any one wish to those who gather all 7 of the mystical Dragon Balls scattered across the vast expanse of Earth. Shenron's grandeur is nothing short of breathtaking, with his gargantuan serpentine form stretching across the skies and his gleaming emerald green scales reflecting the light of the world around him. His eyes, glowing with an otherworldly power, peer into the very souls of those who dare summon him, and his voice, deep and resonant, echoes through the air, promising the fulfillment of desires for those deemed worthy. The lore of Shenron is intricately tied to the Dragon Balls themselves, each intricately crafted sphere bearing a unique number of stars within its depths. The Dragon Balls are a creation born of both magic and advanced technology, embodying the fusion of science and mysticism that defines the Dragon Ball universe. To summon Shenron, one must embark on a perilous and thrilling journey to retrieve all 7 balls, a task that has driven many to the brink of obsession. The nature of Shenron's wish-granting abilities is bound by specific rules and limitations, reflecting the balance and order that govern the Dragon Ball universe. While he possesses the power to bring back the deceased, bestow incredible strength, or grant material wealth beyond imagination, Shenron's capabilities are not without their boundaries. He cannot grant wishes that exceed the power of his creator Kami, nor can he bring back those who have died of natural causes or have been resurrected before. The lore of Shenron is intricately tied to the Dragon Balls themselves, each intricately crafted sphere bearing a unique number of stars within its depths. The Dragon Balls are a creation born of both magic and advanced technology, embodying the fusion of science and mysticism that defines the Dragon Ball universe. To summon Shenron, one must embark on a perilous and thrilling journey to retrieve all 7 balls, a task that has driven many to the brink of obsession. The nature of Shenron's wish-granting abilities is bound by specific rules and limitations, reflecting the balance and order that govern the Dragon Ball universe. While he possesses the power to bring back the deceased, bestow incredible strength, or grant material wealth beyond imagination, Shenron's capabilities are not without their boundaries. He cannot grant wishes that exceed the power of his creator Kami, nor can he bring back those who have died of natural causes or have been resurrected before. Over the course of the Dragon Ball series, Shenron has been summoned numerous times, playing a crucial role in some of the most pivotal and dramatic moments in the saga. From reviving fallen heroes to aid in the battle against formidable foes, to erasing the memories of an entire populace, Shenron's interventions have been instrumental in shaping the course of history in the Dragon Ball universe. Yet, despite his seemingly omnipotent power, Shenron is not without his vulnerabilities. The Dragon Balls, once used, turned to stone for a year, rendering Shenron dormant and inaccessible until they are restored. Additionally, the destruction of Kami, and later Dende, who takes on the role of Earth's guardian, would mean the end of Shenron himself, as his existence is inextricably linked to that of his creator. Delving into the depths of ancient Greek mythology, we unearth the tale of Typhon, a monstrous entity whose lore is shrouded in awe and terror. This formidable figure, often described as the father of all monsters, stands as a symbol of chaos and destruction, challenging the very gods who ruled from Mount Olympus. Typhon's story is a riveting journey through power struggles, resilience, and the unyielding force of nature. Born from the union of Gaia, the earth, and Tartarus, the abyssal pit beneath the earth, Typhon was conceived as a last-ditch effort to overthrow the Olympian gods. Gaia, angered by the defeat of her previous children, the Titans, at the hands of the Olympians, birthed Typhon as an instrument of vengeance. Typhon was a gargantuan creature, with his head brushing the stars and volcanic fires raging in his eyes. His body was a monstrous amalgamation of man and beast, with serpents for legs and wings that could blot out the sun. Typhon's roar was a symphony of chaos, capable of striking fear into the hearts of gods and mortals alike. He wielded the power of the storm, unleashing tempests and hurricanes with a mere flick of his hand. His strength was unparalleled, posing a legitimate threat to the reign of the Olympian gods. The gods, sensing the imminent danger, fled Mount Olympus in disguise, hoping to evade Typhon's wrath. The confrontation between Typhon and Zeus, the king of the gods, was an epic battle that shook the foundations of the world. Typhon, armed with his control over the natural world and his burning desire for revenge, clashed with Zeus, who wielded his mighty thunderbolts and unwavering resolve. The skies were set ablaze as their battle raged on, a true testament to the power and fury of the gods. Despite his immense power and ferocity, Typhon was ultimately defeated by Zeus. The king of the gods, drawing upon his divine strength and cunning, managed to outmaneuver Typhon, trapping him beneath Mount Etna. The mountain's volcanic eruptions serve as a poignant reminder of Typhon's rage, a symbol of his indomitable spirit and the chaos he brought upon the world. The legacy of Typhon lives on, woven into the fabric of Greek mythology as a symbol of nature's untamed power and the thin line between order and chaos. His story serves as a captivating exploration of strength, resilience, and the eternal struggle between the forces of nature and the gods. Typhon, with his awe-inspiring power and relentless fury, remains a fascinating figure in mythology, capturing the imaginations of all who delve into his tale. Alduin, the World Eater, stands as one of the most formidable and enigmatic figures in the rich tapestry of the Elder Scrolls universe, holding a place of reverence and fear in the hearts of all who inhabit the lands of Skyrim. With the mere mention of his name, one can't help but envision a colossal dragon, shrouded in flames, dominating the skies with his powerful presence and thunderous roars. But Alduin is far more than a mere dragon. He is a divine force, an ancient entity intertwined with the creation and destiny of the world itself. From the earliest moments in recorded history, Alduin's tale begins, descending from the divine lineage of Akatosh, the chief deity of the 9 divines and the god of time. As the first dragon, Alduin's purpose was clear. He was the World Eater, destined to bring about the end of each kalpa, or cycle of time, in a cataclysmic act that would pave the way for rebirth and renewal. This role places Alduin at the very heart of the universe's cyclical nature, acting as both destroyer and harbinger of creation. However, the threads of destiny are complex, and Alduin's path took a turn towards tyranny. Legends recount a time when he strayed from his divine purpose, choosing instead to conquer and rule over the mortal realm, asserting his dominance with a reign of fire and terror. This era of oppression ultimately led to a rebellion, as mortals, guided by the wisdom and power of the gods, rose up in defiance. With the aid of the dragon wren shout, a power that struck at the very core of Alduin's being, the dragon was cast forward in time, severing him from his reign and setting the stage for a future confrontation. In the era that followed, Alduin's legend grew as tales of the World Eater circulated through the lands of Skyrim, passed down through generations in hushed whispers and ancient texts. His return was prophesied, foretelling a time when the skies would darken and the dragons would rise once more, heralding the onset of the apocalypse. When Alduin finally re-emerged, his power was as immense as the legends had foretold. With the ability to resurrect his fallen kin and command them with unwavering authority, Alduin sought to reassert his dominance and fulfill his role as the World Eater. Yet his return also marked the re-emergence of the Dragonborn, an ancient lineage of mortals with the souls of dragons, destined to stand against Alduin in the ultimate battle for the fate of the world. The confrontation between Alduin and the Dragonborn is a clash of titanic forces, a battle steeped in prophecy and destiny. The Dragonborn, armed with the knowledge of the voice and the power of dragon shouts, stands as the last bastion of resistance against Alduin's apocalyptic fury. The battle spans both the mortal realm and Sovngarde, the Nordic afterlife, culminating in a final decisive clash that seals Alduin's fate. With Alduin's defeat, the threat of apocalypse is quelled, yet his legacy endures, woven into the very fabric of the world's history and mythology. The World Eater's tale is a complex narrative, rich in themes of power, destiny, and the cyclical nature of existence. Alduin, the World Eater, remains a central figure in the Elder Scrolls lore, a dragon whose story captivates and terrifies, serving as a potent reminder of the forces that shape the world and the heroes destined to confront them. Kaido of the 100 Beasts, renowned as the strongest creature in the world, is a towering presence in the vibrant and dynamic universe of One Piece. His sheer strength and invulnerability have solidified his status as one of the 4 emperors, ruling over the treacherous seas of the New World. Kaido's aura emanates power and authority, a living testament to his indomitable will and resilience. His human form, while not as visually striking as his colossal dragon counterpart, is no less intimidating. Kaido stands as a mountain of muscle, adorned with a tattered cape and fierce horns, a visage that commands respect and instills fear. However, it is his unparalleled invulnerability that truly sets him apart. Kaido has earned a reputation for being indestructible, with countless tales of failed execution attempts and suicide endeavors contributing to his fearsome legacy. This man is a living legend, a being who has challenged death and emerged unscathed time and time again. Despite his apparent immortality, Kaido is not without his ambitions and desires. His transformation into a majestic azure dragon is a sight to behold, a testament to the immense power he wields. This mythical form, granted by the Uo Uo no Mi, a Zoan-type devil fruit, allows Kaido to soar through the skies, control the weather, and unleash destructive energy blasts, solidifying his status as a deity of destruction. Kaido's power in his dragon form is not just for show. It is an integral part of his grand plan to plunge the world into chaos. His dream of amassing an army of devil fruit users and igniting the greatest war the world has ever seen is a reflection of his desire for anarchy and his quest to leave an indelible mark on history. Kaido's story is one of power, resilience, and complexity, intricately woven into the fabric of One Piece. His indomitable spirit, coupled with his invulnerability and formidable power, make him a character that captivates and intrigues. From his unyielding quest for a worthy death to his dreams of chaos and destruction, Kaido stands as a colossus in the world of One Piece, a character whose legacy will undoubtedly endure in the hearts and minds of fans worldwide. Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, the King of the Good Dragons, and the Lord of the North Wind, stands as one of the most majestic and powerful beings in the vast and intricate tapestry of Dungeons & Dragons lore. His presence is synonymous with justice, honor, and an unwavering commitment to goodness and the protection of the innocent. With scales that shimmer like the purest platinum and eyes that radiate wisdom and power, Bahamut is a deity whose story captivates and inspires all who delve into the fantastical realms of D&D. The lore of Bahamut stretches back through the ages, intertwining with the very fabric of the multiverse. He is known by many titles and revered by myriad beings, serving as a guiding light for those who seek to uphold justice and combat the forces of evil. His origins are shrouded in mystery, but it is believed that he is the offspring of Io, the great dragon god who created the dragon races. From this divine lineage, Bahamut inherited his sense of justice and his relentless drive to protect the realms from the forces of chaos and destruction. Bahamut's realm is the 7 heavens of Mount Celestia, a plane of existence that embodies the ideals of law, order, and good. Here, he resides in a palace of gleaming platinum, surrounded by his loyal dragon followers and the spirits of fallen heroes who have earned his favor. From this celestial throne, Bahamut watches over the multiverse, ready to lend his strength and wisdom to those in need. As the king of the good dragons, Bahamut commands the respect and allegiance of metallic dragons across the realms. He serves as their leader, mentor, and protector, guiding them in their quest to uphold the principles of good and justice. His relationship with his draconic followers is one of mutual respect and deep, unshakable trust. They serve him willingly, knowing that in Bahamut they have a leader who is wise, just, and unerringly committed to the cause of good. But Bahamut's influence extends far beyond the dragon kind. He is a god revered by paladins, clerics, and other champions of good, who look to him for strength, guidance, and inspiration. His teachings emphasize the importance of honor, compassion, and the relentless pursuit of justice, principles that resonate with all who value goodness and righteousness. Bahamut's nemesis is Tiamat, the queen of the evil dragons, and the embodiment of greed, envy, and tyranny. Their conflict is as old as time itself, a never-ending battle between good and evil, order and chaos. Bahamut stands as the bulwark against Tiamat's destructive ambitions, tirelessly working to thwart her schemes and protect the multiverse from her malevolence. In his interactions with mortal beings, Bahamut is known to take on the form of an old, wise man, accompanied by 7 canaries, a guise that allows him to move through the realms unnoticed, observing and aiding those in need. He values humility, kindness, and a strong moral compass, qualities that he seeks in his followers and champions. The legend of Bahamut is a beacon of hope and inspiration in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. His story is a testament to the power of goodness, the importance of justice, and the unbreakable bond between a deity and his followers. Bahamut's presence in the lore is a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always a force of good, a protector of the innocent, and a champion of justice. And in the heart of the storm, the Platinum Dragon stands tall, an eternal guardian and a symbol of hope for all the realms. And Calagon the Black, a name that resonates with power and awe, stands as one of the most formidable creatures in J.R.R. Tolkien's legendarium. His very existence is woven into the fabric of Middle-earth's history, a creature of such might and terror that his tale has transcended the ages, captivating the imaginations of readers worldwide. In the ancient times of the First Age, when the world was still young and fraught with conflict, Ancalagon was bred by Morgoth, the Dark Enemy, in the fiery chasms of Angband. Morgoth, once a Vala named Melkor, sought to bend the world to his will, and in Ancalagon he found a weapon of unparalleled destruction. Ancalagon the Black was the greatest of the winged dragons, a creature of such immense size and power that the very skies trembled at his roar. With scales as black as the darkest night and fire that could melt the strongest of citadels, Ancalagon was the embodiment of Morgoth's cruelty and might. He was unleashed upon the world in the War of Wrath, a cataclysmic conflict between the forces of Morgoth and the host of Valinor, led by the Valar, the divine beings sent by Eru Ilúvatar, the supreme deity of Tolkien's universe. Ancalagon's entrance onto the battlefield was a turning point in the war, a moment that struck fear into the hearts of elves, men, and Valar alike. His wings, vast and terrible, blotted out the sun, casting a shadow of despair across the land. The fire he breathed was a weapon of mass destruction, capable of leveling mountains and decimating armies. Despite his terrifying presence and devastating power, Ancalagon was not invincible. Erendil the Blessed, a mariner of legendary renown, took to the skies in his ship Vingilote, guided by the light of the Silmaril, a divine jewel that radiated the pure light of creation. With the aid of the great eagles, the noblest of birds sent by Manwë, the lord of the Valar, Eärendil battled Ankalagan through the night, a clash of light and darkness, good and evil. The battle raged for hours, a testament to Ankalagan's might and Eärendil's courage. In the end, it was the light of the Silmaril that proved to be Ankalagan's undoing. The divine radiance pierced through the dragon's dark armor, and with a final defiant roar, Ankalagan the Black fell from the sky, his body crashing onto the towers of Thangorodrim, breaking them in his death throes. Ankalagan's demise marked the end of Morgoth's reign of terror and the fall of the dragonkind, signaling a new era for Middle-earth. His legacy, however, endures in the tales and legends of the world, a story of power, terror, and the indomitable spirit of those who stand against the darkness. In the grand tapestry of Middle-earth's lore, Ankalagan the Black stands as a symbol of the destructive power of evil, but also as a reminder that even the mightiest can fall. His tale is woven with themes of bravery, sacrifice, and the eternal battle between light and darkness, capturing the imagination and leaving an indelible mark on the world of fantasy literature. In the fantastical world of fairy tale, a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Hiro Mashima, there exists a dragon of unparalleled power and terror, Acnologia. Known as the Dragon King, Acnologia is a central figure in the series' lore, a creature shrouded in mystery and fear, with a backstory that intertwines with the fates of many characters. Acnologia's story is a tragic one, beginning with a human named Acnologia, who was a doctor and dragon slayer during the Dragon Civil War. This war was a brutal conflict between humans and dragons, where Acnologia was forced to watch as his family and friends were mercilessly slaughtered by dragons. This traumatic experience twisted his soul, fueling a deep-seated hatred for dragons and a thirst for power that would define his existence. Driven by his desire for revenge, Acnologia learned Dragon Slayer magic, a powerful and forbidden form of magic that allows a human to take on the abilities of a dragon. With this newfound power, Acnologia embarked on a bloody rampage, hunting down and killing every dragon in his path. His mercilessness and brutality were unmatched, and as he slew more dragons, his power grew exponentially. However, the use of Dragon Slayer magic came with a heavy price. Acnologia's continued use of this magic began to transform him, slowly turning him into the very beings he despised. Eventually, he became a dragon himself, a monstrous, black-scaled beast of unimaginable power. He had become Acnologia, the Dragon King, a creature feared by humans and dragons alike. In his dragon form, Acnologia was a force of nature, with scales as hard as steel and breath that could obliterate mountains. His power was so immense that he was able to single-handedly annihilate an entire island and all its inhabitants in a fit of rage. His roar alone was enough to send tremors across the land, a chilling reminder of his presence and the destruction he could unleash. Acnologia's transformation into a dragon did not quell his hatred. It only intensified it. He sought to become the most powerful being in the world, and to achieve this, he set his sights on the Dragon Slayers, humans who possessed the same magic he had used to become a dragon. He believed that by consuming their souls, he could attain unrivaled power and truly become the Dragon King. As the series progresses, Acnologia's role becomes increasingly central to the plot. He emerges as a major antagonist, a threat that looms over the characters, driving them to push beyond their limits and confront their own fears. His battles are epic, showcasing his incredible strength and resilience, as well as the courage and determination of those who stand against him. Despite his power and ferocity, Acnologia is not without depth. His backstory reveals a character who is tortured and broken, a man who lost everything and was consumed by his own hatred and desire for power. His transformation into a dragon is both a symbol of his strength and a curse, a constant reminder of the price he paid for his vengeance. As his story unfolds, Acnologia's complexity is revealed, adding layers to his character and depth to the narrative. He stands as a testament to the themes of power, revenge, and the consequences of one's actions, embodying the darker aspects of the fairy tale universe. In the end, Acnologia's tale is a captivating blend of power, tragedy, and relentless determination. His presence in the series adds a layer of intensity and urgency, driving the characters to new heights and leaving an indelible mark on the world of fairy tale. He is a character that embodies the dual nature of strength and vulnerability, a dragon king whose roar echoes through the pages of the story, leaving a lasting legacy of fear, awe, and admiration. In the rich and expansive universe of George R.R. Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire, the lore of dragons is as intricate and captivating as the series itself. Amongst these legendary creatures, Balerion the Black Dread stands out as one of the most formidable and awe-inspiring dragons ever to grace the skies of Westeros. His legacy is intertwined with the history of the Targaryen dynasty, playing a pivotal role in their rise to power. Balerion was born in the freehold of Valyria, the ancient and mystical city of the dragonlords. His birth predates the Doom, a catastrophic event that led to the fall of Valyria, sparing only the Targaryen family who had settled on Dragonstone. Aegon the Conqueror, along with his sisters Visenya and Rhaenys, rode Balerion, Vhagar, and Meraxes, respectively, in the War of Conquest, solidifying the Targaryens' rule over the Seven Kingdoms. With scales as black as the darkest night and eyes that glowed like molten lava, Balerion was a sight to behold. His wingspan was so vast that it could blot out the sun, casting entire towns into darkness. His breath, hot enough to melt stone, was a weapon of mass destruction, leaving nothing but ash in its wake. Balerion's bond with Aegon the Conqueror was legendary, the two sharing a connection that was both powerful and intimate. Together, they were unstoppable, their combined strength and cunning shaping the course of history. Balerion was not just a weapon of war. He was a symbol of Targaryen power and the magic that flowed through their veins. Throughout his life, Balerion was involved in numerous battles and conflicts, his presence on the battlefield striking fear into the hearts of enemies. His most notable feat was the Field of Fire, a battle during the War of Conquest, where Balerion, along with Vhagar and Meraxes, set ablaze the combined armies of the Reach and the Westerlands, decimating them in a matter of minutes. However, Balerion's might was not only used in warfare. He was instrumental in the construction of the Iron Throne, the seat of power for the rulers of the Seven Kingdoms. It is said that Aegon used Balerion's flame to melt down the swords of his enemies, forging the throne that would become a symbol of the Targaryen dynasty. As the years went by, Balerion continued to serve the Targaryen family faithfully. He saw the reign of several Targaryen monarchs, his power and majesty undiminished by time. However, even dragons are not immortal. After nearly 2 centuries of life, Balerion passed away during the reign of King Jaehaerys I Targaryen, his death marking the end of an era. Balerion the Black Dread left behind a legacy that would shape the Seven Kingdoms for generations to come. He was a dragon of unparalleled power, a creature of legend whose roar could shake the very foundations of the world. His story is a tapestry of war, power and the unbreakable bond between dragon and rider, captivating the imaginations of those who dare to delve into the world of Westeros. In the annals of history, Balerion stands as a testament to the might of the Targaryen dynasty and the era of dragons. His tale is woven with themes of power, loyalty, and the indomitable spirit of the Targaryens, leaving a legacy that echoes through the ages, as eternal and awe-inspiring as the Dragon King himself. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to watch this next video on 10 mind-blowing werewolves that you've never heard of.